Welcome back, everybody. Today I am sharing one of my personal favorites. That's right, G.I. Joe, a real American hero for your NES. Developed by Kid and published by Taxon back in 1991. This one was a rental of mine that I rented a lot. A lot. And it's probably one of my favorite NES games of all time. So sit back, relax, and enjoy some first play. It's been a while. I'm a little rusty. Let's get into it. Now this game, in my opinion, has the full package. It's got action platforming at its finest. It's got multiple characters you can choose from. It's got switchable characters on the fly, TMNT style. It's got an upgrade system to your weapons. It's got maps to explore. It's got lots of boss fights. It's got beautiful graphics, amazing sound, an awesome soundtrack. And actually, this one flies under the radar quite a bit. I find that it does make some lists here or there, but it is criminally underrated in my opinion. I just love this opening sequence, so that's why I'm letting it loop, just for everyone's enjoyment. So the premise here is each of these missions, there is a leader. And that character is not choosable. You're given one leader, and then you choose two others to go along with you each mission. So the replayability is just hyped up there because you can pick somebody different each time. I've always loved this opening cutscene too, with the effects of the graphics on that screen back there. Okay, so first mission here. You gotta have Duke. And you can see each character has different stats. Alright, this first level here is in the jungle. Let's go. I recently discovered this new trick here. You jump, and then you can switch characters and take the power up with your other character. I like this rock and roll character quite a bit, because his gun just gets super overpowered if you power it up. But the downfall is he can't jump at all. Watch this here. I'm gonna try to switch back to Snake Eyes, I guess, again. Snake Eyes can jump just a ridiculous amount, but his downside is his weapons are super weak. If anyone has played any other Kid developed games, their sound effects and their power-ups sound similar, like Kickmaster is one example, which is a fantastic game. I'm so glad I got that in my collection recently. This first boss is actually pretty easy and has a pretty easy pattern. I'm just so rusty. Yeah, and obviously you can see there's a punch and your weapon, because there's not unlimited ammo. And actually I was very careless that first mission with my ammo. These cheesy cutscenes. So Joe, you think you are pretty tough? Well, I'm waiting. So then each mission is followed up with a secondary mission that's more of a labyrinth type map that's a little sometimes a little tricky, kind of can get lost, but there's these check marks. You see the check mark there? That's where I gotta put a bomb, and we're blowing up the enemy base. In this spot here, that noise and that little graphic is so nostalgic to me. I'll never forget that sound and that animation from playing this game a ton when I was a kid. It's just a cool little touch. Another thing to take note of here, a lot of kid games have the color scheme like this. There's a lot of purples and greens. This particular level, the background's kind of bland. It's that brown, but there's a lot of interesting color choices. I don't know how many times I just could not even get past this early boss when I was a kid. I'd always fall down in the lava. If you fall down in the lava, it's instant death here. And just like Ninja Turtles, you gotta watch the health of your characters, so then I was able to switch to Duke to finish them out. Alright, we gotta hurry up and get out of this base before it blows up. And here I get this sweet upgrade sound. Oh, I love that. But then I just made a complete mistake here and just die. That's alright, you get 3 characters, so it's pretty forgiving. It's funny that you can go in this lava, but not with that boss. Alright, boss time. Just chilling in the tree waiting. It's kind of a pushover. And here we are out of the jungle just in time. Alright, everyone take a screenshot, get your password. I recently found a sheet of paper from when I was a kid. I kid you not, I was like 7 years old. I had written down all the bases for the passwords for this game. It was a big deal back then. You didn't have the internet to just look up the passwords. Alright, so this one's like a snow mission. And honestly, Blizzard's he's kind of the weakest character in my opinion. But this is something different. So now check this level out. So look at the background, right? It's kind of a cool looking background for an NES. But look at that. The enemy base is like launching missiles at you from the background, and then they show up in the foreground, and you gotta watch out, they'll get you. Such a cool effect for an NES game, I thought. This game likes to hide some power-ups. Just practicing to try to get better at that swap character trick on the jump. But then I was like, wait a minute, there's a platform right here. What an idiot. Alright, this is a fun little boss. And pay attention here, folks. So, do you guys remember Stage 4 on Super C? This boss kind of reminds me of that Chandelier boss. Although, this one is admittedly easier. But, nonetheless, and there's no one-hit kills. Yeah, and I forgot Rock and Roll's melee attack is just grenades. Check this out, you can just chuck grenades too. It's kind of actually a decent strategy on that boss I forgot about. Alright, now just a little sneak peek of this last base. We're going to do this part 1. And yes, there's vehicles in this game. Check the helicopter footage out. So cool. Even has different music. Alright, stay tuned for next episode.